Mr. Mack-Poole, 3-minute history. Guys, thank you for your kind messages from my TikToks on Germany and Elizabeth. I think the predictions were quite good. But if you look here, I'm just going to step outside of this. You can pause it. The Yalta Conference has not come up on any of the past exams. And for that reason, I'm going to make a video on that topic. So the Yalta Conference was in February of 1945. And it had the big three. Now, the big three were Churchill, Roosevelt and Stalin, okay, as you see before you. Now, interestingly, Roosevelt, FDR, was ailing. He was quite sick. If you look at his legs, they were really, really emaciated there. If you look at his jaw, he looks very emaciated. And I believe that this ailing FDR actually negotiated in a very friendly terms with especially Stalin. I think he did this because I think his dying wish to leave a peaceful legacy of consensus with the Soviet Union behind him after his death. Also, there was just a very good vibe to the meeting. The ethos of the meeting was very happy because World War II in Europe was nearly at an end. Germany had almost been defeated, and there was almost kind of like a celebratory atmosphere to the proceedings. The Yalta Conference was actually in the Ukraine, in the Crimea. It was located there. Just what you might need to know that. So with the Great Patriotic War, as the Russians call it, or World War II almost at an end, the main objective was to agree on a post-war settlement and to decide what to do with Germany. So really, we can look at this Yalta Conference as almost the most significant of the three, because in many ways, the Yalta Conference set the scene for the rest of the Cold War in Europe. It really sets up a new world order for the next 50 years. So the consequences of this Yalta Conference would be amazingly impactful. They'd really have a long-term impact. First, Germany would be divided into 4 zones. Zones that belong to the British, the Soviets, the Americans, and the French. The British really wanted the French to have a zone of influence so they could share the kind of reconstruction cost with Germany. More importantly, the German capital, Berlin, which was 100 miles into the Soviet zone, was also split into 4 zones of those same countries. You know this will have a lasting impact because of what happened with the Berlin Wall, JFK's Ich bin ein Berliner speech, the fall of the Berlin Wall. So that's majorly important. Impact number 3. All countries freed from Nazi control were to be guaranteed to have free and fair elections. However, they were also given a Soviet sphere of influence. Now, Stalin would take this to really mean that he would have kind of like puppet leaders in that country, which would also have a Stalinist regime. Also, Stalin committed to joining the war against Japan once Germany had been defeated. All leaders made a commitment to pursue all Nazi war criminals, and they also agreed to set up the United Nations. And that's it for the Yalta Conference. Thank you for watching.